Yo, what's up, YouTube? Philly Sports 76. I'm coming at you with another IP recap. This is going to be for the Sixers and Spurs. I still have to recap the trip that I took to North Carolina, specifically Charlotte. But I think I'm going to make that another video since there's a lot more that I want to talk about. I found out I was going to this game like 3 hours before I had to leave, like less than that. But it was still really generous of Rob to hook me up with the extra ticket. I ran home from school and quickly prepared everything. So I didn't print for any of the major guys because I didn't have time. And you'll see throughout the video what I got them on. So it was Sixers and Spurs. A lot of people there, obviously, because it is the Spurs. But I'll start with what I got from the Sixers. Luke and Bob Mute, he always signs a lot, so he's really nice about that. On 4, or maybe even 5, I'm not sure. Yeah. Then Jay Rich on 2. Surprised to see him out and shooting before the game because he hasn't been recently, but he was out there for a long time, and I didn't think he was going to sign, but he did sign when he came back in, which was like right before the teams came out to warm up before the game. Asked him how he's doing or how he's feeling. He said he's feeling good. I don't know what that means, if he's ever going to play, but we'll see. Marco Bellinelli on 4 is pretty nice. And then on this last one, which Philly Graffer gave to me, which was pretty nice of him in a trade. I had a card that he needed for a set, and actually I like these cards better anyway, these prestigious, because of the white background. So it was nice of him to trade this card to me. So I guess the deal benefited both of us. I mean, I didn't need a card in return, but it's still nice of him to do that. And then Boris Jow. So funny story with him. It seems like whenever there's a really good player coming in, or a good player that I want to get, there's always like someone before him that leads the way in. So anyway, this time Boris Jow came in, and I was ready to get him, and then Manu Ginobili started coming in, and Boris was like right in front of me. But usually how these things work out is I'll just try and get the lesser important guy first, and then usually how it turns out is the better player skips over me because this guy's signing for me. So I was about to just not even try and get Boris because I didn't want to miss out on Ginobili, who was right behind him. Good thing that didn't happen. A lot of people that slowed Ginobili down because he was nice and signed for almost everybody. He really did a nice job of that. But anyway, so I got Boris on 2. He's from France, and I speak French, but I mean, I was focused on Ginobili. I didn't want to risk that by talking to him. And then this one. And then, like I said, Ginobili, got him for the Sparkplug set, which I'm doing, which I'm also not doing well on. I think this is only the 3rd, but at least it's Ginobili, and he's one of the bigger names in the set, so he's out of the way, I guess. The other biggest one is Harden. I don't know how I'm going to get him because he's also in a Thunder jersey and that. But it was cool to get Ginobili. But yeah, like I said, I didn't print for him. So I'm glad I got him on the set. And besides, it's kind of like a rush signature. Probably wouldn't have looked that good on a picture anyway. So good thing I got it on the card. And so anyway, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker didn't play. They were resting, obviously, but I was trying to get Tony Parker the whole time on this magazine, which is actually a French magazine, as you can read it. It's all in French. So I figured, I know that foreign players, they kind of like to see like stuff from foreign fans. Like usually a foreign player will sign, like if you have like his jersey from, like, I guess for the example, I guess Tony Parker, if he had a French jersey of him, he'd probably sign that more likely than he will anyone else's like regular picture, because he knows like, okay, you're actually like a French fan or you're from France or whatever. So I was hoping that he'd see this magazine and he'd get it on this, but he didn't sign, nor did he appear to have any intention that he was going to sign. So I tried multiple times, like halftime, before the game, even during the game he went to the locker room. I mean, that was just a shot in the dark, but didn't get Tony Parker and definitely didn't get Tim Duncan. But anyway, I was glad to get one of the big three, and also glad the Sixers finally won in Minnesota. It was funny because, ironically, going back to French, in French class, my teacher asked me if the Sixers were ever going to win, and I told her it's going to happen in Minnesota because they don't have Pekovic playing, and so they finally got it done, which was really good. And honestly, I think it was because Pekovic didn't play, because usually any guy in the middle pretty much blows us out. But yeah, glad they got the first win. They didn't make any history, and now hopefully they can just stay off of national media's radar and just be bad, but not like 26 game losing streak, worst losing streak all time, bad. Just get a win every now and then, just keep that attention away from us, because I like that we're tanking, but I don't like the bad media that comes with it. So anyway, I'll be right back with a Charlotte Hornets and Portland Trailblazers recap, and I'll make that a separate video. So see ya.